Martin's had a nutritional boost, but he's sticking to his unhealthy attitude.
That lunch was absolutely...
With the meals in the feeding clinic yet to have any effect on either of them, maybe a trip out will do the trick. Christine's getting a taste of Martin's much-loved pub grub. Burger and chips, deep-fried onion rings, and a side order of cheesy potato skins. But as she hands over a helping of her usual fruity fare, she's worrying when she's going to get the first of her 5 a day.
Doesn't this normally come with vegetables? Like broccolis, carrots, or mushrooms?
No, burger and chips doesn't come with vegetables.
Oh.
But Martin's had a breakthrough. He's started to enjoy the vitamin-rich natural tastes of Christine's diet.
I've enjoyed every bit of that.
And the swap is making the shocking reality of his own eating sink in.
I can't believe how much I actually eat. It is a big amount when you see somebody else eating it.
It's greasy?
Yes, but it's only helping you, isn't it? That little bit of fat.
Doesn't look very appealing.
That's your mistake, you see. You look at food and you don't think it's very appealing. You need to experience things. I want to see her eat it. I don't want to give her the easy way out. I don't want to go, right, just forget it. But she just seems to be sitting there and it's as if she's thinking, maybe he'll let me off for this. You can see I'm struggling.
It's really hard to eat when you're quite full.
Yeah. It's going to be dark soon.
Martin is doing his best to encourage Christine to eat foods that she normally avoids. Like many young women, she thinks calories are the enemy and that she only needs fruit and veg. But I need her to realise that variety is not only the spice of life, but it's also essential to a healthy, balanced diet.
With Christine failing to move forward, Dr. Jessen decides it's time for some no-nonsense intervention.
Where's this 5 a day thing come from?
Because the government recommends it.
Right.
That's where it comes from.
What do you get from it?
A lot of nutrient, a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals.
You see, I think the big misconception that you have is you'll get everything you need from 5 a day. It's actually not true. You need 5 different pieces of fruit and vegetables a day in with your normal diet, in with what everyone else also eats.
I see.
You are missing a number of different vitamins, and you're missing a lot of minerals, iodine, zinc, copper, manganese, selenium, all those things you're not getting, actually. So I need really to get through to you.
If, like Christine, you favour fruit and vegetables over everything else, you could be doing yourself more harm than good. Fruit and veg should only make up 1/3 of your overall diet. Another 1/3 of your diet should contain meat and fish, milk and dairy products, and fat and sugar, with the final 1/3 coming from starchy foods like bread, pasta and cereal, something which Christine's diet is seriously lacking. As well as starch, these foods contain fibre, calcium, iron and B vitamins, which will boost Christine's energy levels. Dr. Christian wants to show Christine the serious impact her restricted diet is having on her body.
Christine, come and have a look at these pictures that we've done of you. Have you ever seen yourself in this way?
No.
No. One of the big problems with your diet is the lack of the minerals and the lack of the vitamins that you need. A lot of the malnutrition and deficiencies will show up in dry skin, cracked skin, infections, cold sores. I mean, your skin already actually looks quite dry around here.
Yeah.
And you can see these little sort of pimply things all around there, which is often a sign of drier skin.
Yeah.
Okay? Which may be early signs of what you're doing to yourself by your poor diet.
A calorie-deficient diet can also cause premature hair loss, severe tooth decay and cracked nails. Dr. Christian also wants Christine to take a long, hard look at her virtually fat-free child body.
If you've not got enough calories on board and you don't have any body fat, where does your body turn to get its energy?
I don't know, I don't tend to think about it.
It goes to your muscles. It turns to muscles and it will start to break them down, but your heart is a muscle as well. you start breaking down your heart muscle, you're in big trouble.
Sounds a bit scary.
A bit scary. You know, there have been a number of supermodels on the catwalks who've eaten so little, they've got fatal arrhythmias of the heart, funny beats, and drop down dead on the catwalks for that very reason, from undereating.
Being severely underweight can also lead to other life-threatening problems with the major organs, such as liver failure, lung damage, and kidney malfunction.
I think this picture really is the final warning. You know, you do just look like a little girl there. Why do you think that is?
Maybe because I don't eat enough, or I don't eat enough of the different kinds of food, and I limit myself to just eating fruit and veg.
So what needs to be done?
I need to eat more like all kinds of food, and not be afraid to try new things, and don't be too fussy.
Not be too fussy.
Yeah.
Variety, more calories. You can keep your 5 a day, but you've got to add more into it, okay?
Yeah. I didn't realise I was really that skinny, so that's made me felt uncomfortable because my rib cage was sticking out, and it just made me felt a bit uneasy about it.
It's got some garlic in for the taste.
Shocked by the alarming consequences of her diet, Christine is determined to follow Dr. Christian's advice, which is good, because for supper she's faced with her biggest food test yet.
I wasn't expecting such a big portion.
Martin has challenged her with a bowl of spaghetti bolognese, and it's enough to feed a family of 4.
What do you think of the smell of it? Is it nice or...?
Yeah, it's nice, but it's quite a big portion, because normally when I have a bowl, my bowl's a lot smaller. I'm struggling to understand what drives you to eat so much, because obviously this is, I don't know how you noticed, but this is quite a big portion size for anyone. Have you added a whole packet?
No.
Half a packet?
That is what I eat, and that's it, full stop. That's
No
what
one
I
eats
eat.
this much, not this much.
I could eat that and then go back for more.
Despite the warnings from Dr. Christian, Christine soon wavers, and Martin's ravenous hunger means he's ready to snap.
When Christine was messing with the food, she was really starting to annoy me.
It's really hard to eat all that.
But you didn't even try.
I didn't eat all
You
that.
didn't.
I'm sorry, oh my God.
I think she's just like a spoiled child.
Waging a war on their weight, these feisty females from Wales are my Flab Fighters. Welcome to my Flab Fighting Club. During the series, I'm helping these ladies to lose the lard whilst keeping their treats. I've got a series of calorie-burning chores and challenges that will allow them to eat the food they love. Each week, we're weighing them to keep track of their progress, so let's hear it, girls. What are the scores on the doors?
I've lost 3/4 of a pound. I've lost 2 pounds. I lost 2 3/4 pounds. I've stayed the same. Oh, I've lost 3/4 of a pound.
Well done, girls. So far, they've lost a grand total of 3 stone, 3 pounds between them. But the battle of the bulge continues, and reason number 5 to fall off the diet wagon is crisps. And the biggest potato chip muncher of them all is 36-year-old Jackie.
I could eat crisps all day long. I can eat them with bread and butter, piccalilli, dip them in mayonnaise. I even have it on top of cauliflower cheese.
But even she has to pay for those crisp cravings, so this week I've brought Jackie and the girls to Longleat Safari Park in Wiltshire.
Well, everybody can blame Jackie for this one because you guys are going to be burning off those calories by trimming that hedge.
And what a hedge! Longleat's maze takes a team of 6 professional gardeners 1 month to complete the clipping process. Today, for the next hour, my girls will be giving them a helping hand.
OK, girls, trim that maze.
Gardening is a brilliant all-over exercise for every age group. My green-fingered gals will be burning off a whopping 306 calories from just 1 hour's work, if they can keep their mind on the job.
Imagine what else we could be cutting if we weren't cutting edges. What do you mean by that, and? We could get back at all those nasty little men.
Do you know what? This is good on the old bingo wings, isn't it?
Brilliant, definitely.
I'm impressed. So, Jackie, how much do you love those little bags of wonder?
It's the crunch and I like to lick them and...
Do you love Chris more than your boyfriend?
No.
If, like Jackie, you love your crisps, make sure to count the calories on the packet. For a 25-gram bag of Walkers, you'll have to chop away for 30 minutes to work off the fat. This large bag of balsamic vinegar kettle chips will take you an hour and a half to work off. And stuff yourself with a tube of sour cream and chive Pringles, and you'll have to garden away for a whopping 2 hours and 45 minutes.
My arms are actually aching.
All right, ladies, you may stop trimming your hedge. I've got a prize for you, which you're going to love. Ready? They may look like flower pots, but they're full of crisps. Ah! Come and get them, if you can find them. Turn round. No, it's back over there.
But will my Flab Fighters save those burnt calories or go for an all-out binge?
Oh! Do you know what? That is typical. Trust you two got here first. Before you girls tuck in, I need to tell you that for the hour of gardening that you've just done, you've burnt 306 calories. Who does want some crisps? You're having one.
Oh, tell us what it's like.
You're weak. I do want some, but because I've done that now, I don't want to.
Really don't want to be wasting
all that energy.
So, an hour's gardening in exchange for eating these, that is food for thought.
Supersize 37-year-old Martin and Superskinny 21-year-old Christine. Two extreme eaters who've agreed to swap diets for 5 days. Halfway in, and Christine's had a breakthrough after some tough talking.
You start breaking down your heart muscle, you're in big trouble.
Sounds a bit scary.
But 21-stone Martin is struggling with mood swings on Christine's low-calorie diet, and his spirits have reached rock bottom. Christine's getting through at least a third of Martin's 6,400-calorie-a-day diet, more than enough for a woman, but Martin still feels like she isn't trying hard enough.
And so far up to now, probably 35% of the food I put on the table, you've eaten. So I'm doing all the compromising and you're just loving it because Christine's getting what Christine wants. You're going to go back and you're going to be the same person you were when you walked in this house.
I am taking it seriously because we try to eat like as much as I can eat.
I'm 150% focused on this, whether she finishes the task and eats what she wants to eat. You know, it's up to her now.
Martin is determined to see out the 5-day diet swap, but if he doesn't change his long-term eating habits, it could lead to a life-threatening future. Dr. Jessen wants him to meet someone to demonstrate where he could be in less than 10 years' time if he doesn't change his ways.
Lisa, this is Martin. Martin, this is Lisa.
46-year-old Lisa Wheeler weighs in at a life-threatening 26 stone. At 5'3" and with a sky-high BMI of 66, she can barely walk and requires constant care.
Shall we get you dressed now, Lisa? And...
Is this where I'm so swollen?
Lisa suffers from diabetes, high blood pressure and deep vein thrombosis, and has to take a cocktail of over 30 different pills every day. If she doesn't lose weight, she's facing an early grave. She's reached the end of the line with failed attempts to keep her diet in check. Her best hope now is a gastric sleeve operation. With 2 weeks till her operation, Lisa's come to meet Mr. Ahmed, the surgeon who'll be operating on her.
So Lisa, and what we do with this procedure is we basically use staplers and we divide the entire stomach off from about here all the way up there. So you're really left with a very narrow tube.
Mr. Ahmed is going to remove 3/4 of her stomach.
All right.
It's very, you know, it's come to... It's the first time I felt like... Because I suppose it's not many, you know, weeks away.
I know, yeah. The thing you have to remember, Lisa, is if you don't have it, the alternative for you, as we mentioned before, is with the number of illnesses that you have with the obesity, your chance of actually making it to 60 are actually quite low, to be honest.
For Lisa, there's no going back. But for Martin, it's the wake-up call he needs.
Obviously, I don't want to get to the point where I've got to have something like this. Just listening about the operation, to me, and as an outsider, it's scary.
Lisa urges Martin to take this opportunity to change his diet and his future while he still has the chance.
Devastated.